Hello YouTube, and welcome to my channel. I built this little kit from Amazon, little electronics kit. It's a dog that if you move him around, it's a little electromagnetic. Turn it on, lights up, and it'll basically keep swinging, and every time it swings it'll change the lights, and if you turn it up it'll go brighter, turn it down it'll do less. If you'd like to see how we made this, stay tuned. Alright, let's see what we got here. Start this up. Alright. There. And let's see what we have here. This is a... let's see what we got. This is a, if you can read that, it's a electromagnetic, excuse me, electromagnetic swing soldering kit. So this is not an SMD kit. I've been doing a lot of the SMD kits as practicing, but I figured I'd give this one a shot. It looks pretty cool. I love dogs. I have 2 of them. Everybody loves dogs, so let's see if this little dog swing, and if it's even worth it. I found a few of the kits to work. A few of them didn't. You know, Amazon's being pretty good, and you know they're saying on some of, they're looking at my jobs and everything looks good. They're refunding my money or whatever it is. Or I'm actually going to revisit one of my other projects I made, the drum kit. I was already refunded that money for it, but I'd like to maybe see if I can redo it, take it apart, and I don't know, maybe it was a user error. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right, so yeah, this is basically what it is. Just like this is what it's supposed to look like at the end. I think it takes some batteries, but I think I may actually see about putting, or no, yeah, it's just a plug-in. So I was thinking about adding a battery, but I'll see what happens. Let's see our component list. I'm going to sort everything out and I'll bring it right back. So it looks like just a bunch of, you know, different kits. I think one is a hall sensor. I think that's the only thing that may be a little tricky, but it just looks like just a whole bunch of just LEDs and resistors and nothing crazy. You know, it should be actually easier than the SMD kits, because I won't have to use my microscope for this. Now let's give it a shot. Let's start by step 1. Install the diode at D1. All right, let's see, where are we at? So we're going to start with PCB 1, which looks like it's this one. And I've got diode, looks like it goes that way. Okay. All right. Which would seem like it would go, got a little piece of paper this way. All right, stripe at the top. Then we have 2, it says R, that looks like R11, R10, and R11. Okay. They use 1K resistor. Now, I'm not sure if, oh, look at that. They got the, okay, so is it all just 1Ks? No, they got to be different ones. All right, let me figure this out a second. Where's my meter at? Tester. Let me find my tester. Find out which resistors I got here. I actually read it wrong. It's actually 5.1K, which is what it reads. So now I'm not sure if there's an extra one or not. I got 3 of them, so I'll put the 2 in for now. It's weird working with these. Used to working with the little SMD things. Now this is kind of weird. Okay, that's those two in there, this one's in there. All right, let's bend them down. Let's put this one down. All right, let's continue on. Let's see what else we need. We need the switch. And which looks like it goes like this. And the capacitor, which seems like it goes into C5, does it say? To install one pieces, 10 microfarad capacitor at C5 and the toggle switch at S1. So that's the capacitor. It's not polarized. And that's S1. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to solder a couple of these things on before I start losing everything. Let's hold out the switch for now. All right, start by a little bit of, just a drop of flux. And my solder. This is the solder I'm using. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but I'm trying it out, just so you know. There. Maybe this microscope. It's not going to make a difference. All right, let's see what we have here. Yeah, it's weird doing big components. All right. Finish the other ones and then cut all that off. Take out the little doggy. My hands are still a little shaky. Got a little too much solder on that one. Yeah, it won't go down. All right, let's solder the other side of it up. Okay. Get my other cutters. There. Cutters. All right, so this is what we're looking at. It's easier not to see or not. I actually do enjoy the SMD kits now. I didn't like them in the beginning, but it's so much easier and so much quicker. Here's a final. So, all right. Let's see, what do we have next? Okay, so we'll try for the, we'll do the switch next. We got the capacitor, we got all that. So now we'll do the switch. I don't like that diode sticking up. Let's see if I can do something with that. There we go. Not like that sticking up. Okay. Got that. Should we bring down the resistors too? Nah. They look like they're pretty good. All right, let's do the little switch. Let's get this thing in here. Flux on that. I feel like whenever you try to hold something like this, you gotta have like 3 hands. That's the way I try to do it. That's the one side. Let's do the other side. Okay. Looks pretty good. And next they want this, and then 2 transistors. Put that like that. I forgot the flux. That's why it's not blowing so nice. Okay. Let's check the next step. Now we have install 2 transistors, Q5, Q6. Okay. So I think I have, these are the 2 transistors, and this seems like this is the Hall sensor. We're going to put that away. So the 2 transistors, they're going to go like this, E, B, and C. That's so hard. All right, so that one's going to go like this, right? Come on, get in there. Okay, that one to go like that. Move this one apart a little bit. And this one will go like this. All right. Now I'll just put a couple pins down. Too much flux. Okay, do these, put these down, continue on. I don't think there's much left of this circuit board. It doesn't seem like there's really that many components to this thing. It seems like most of the components are actually the LEDs. Okay, let's make sure we got that one. That's good, that's good. Pull this up, pull that up. Okay. Looks pretty good. Just gonna clean off the flux real quick, make sure all my connections look okay. They look pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna have to put the coil in next. Okay, let's finish that. The next step is to install the electromagnetic coil L1 by M3 6mm screw. Note, adjust screw and wires. Okay, so I think all the screws are exactly the same. So I'm going to grab one, get this coil like that. All right. Do I have a little Phillips here or something? Okay. Now we're going to, I don't know if there's a certain way this has to be. I guess I'll just put it like that to where the wires are close enough. It's really weird because, oh, let's see how they have it. See, they have it real close, and these wires are really far, but you know what? I'll do this. I'll just put them in the holes and see what happens. If it's extra, I'll tin them and make them shorter. But for right now, come on, get in there. Okay. Get a lot of extra wire. Let's see if we can bring this in. Alrighty. Make sure we get this in the hole here. I'm gonna try to solder them. That's just my meter beeping off. I'm gonna try to solder them like that and then see what happens. It's just the tip of them. They're already tinned at that spot, so that's why I figured I'd do that. Oh, I think this one might have went down. Yeah, this one's got to be pulled back out a little bit. Well, they both look like they're tin. I'm just curious if it's going to work or not because of the extra wires, but I guess we'll find out. They look like they're in there. I guess I could always check it with the meter to double check it's making a good connection. Let's try. All right, let's see what we got. Probably even hook it up and see if it'll give me like a magnetic feeling. Yeah, see, I'm not, yeah, there it is. Okay, we'll go with it for now, see what happens. So as far as whatever okay, HD1 would be the hall sensor, I imagine. And so then it's telling you to add, okay, wait, it says connect copper wire from middle of coil to positive pad, another copper wire to another pad. It shouldn't make a difference, it doesn't matter. Then we have the 3 wires. It wants you to connect these, have these 3 wires. And then put, okay. I mean, we're going to put the 4 things on there. That, okay. So we'll do the these three, they want you to connect green, black, red. All right, get them. So we'll do green, black, red. Actually, you know, let's do one at a time, make it easier. It's gonna be tough. So I mean, when you need like 3 hands, you kind of move the solder a certain way. That should be good. Black one. And then the red one. Okay. Now we need for, it looks like, are they the small ones? Yeah, they look like the smaller ones. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what it looks like is just like that. Put one like that. Start it. Okay. All right, let me put these together and I'll bring it right back. Kind of boring. Okay, so this part's done. We'll put this to the side. Now what we have is, it looks like the tree part with the resistors. That's the next step. Let's continue with that. So it says that right here, install 1 kilo ohm resistors. I already checked them, they are. And from R2 to R9. So that's what we're going to do. Wish there was an easier way to do this, but there's really not. They're just all, you know, just put them all in there. Okay. Come on. Yeah. There's one. Same thing, I'll get these in and bring you back. Okay, so we got the resistors in place. It looks like the rest of these are all LEDs, red ones, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just the red ones, so. All right, let's see how they go in. Make sure I don't put it the wrong way, because I think you don't want to see them with the resistors, so I think they're going to go in this way. Although, why would they have it saying LED, right? So they have the resistors, and it says, yeah. So I guess we're going to be installing the LEDs this way, because there's a tree pointing that way. And then that'll be it for this. Okay. So let's put the LEDs in here. I'll get them set up, and again, same thing, you know, seen them done a million times. Longer leg is the positive. It shows it going like this. Boom, done. So let me get these in here real quick and bring you back. All right, LEDs in place. Looks good. Let's see, next step. All right. So after we do the resistors and the LEDs, they want 8 pieces of the white LEDs at the other base. Yeah, looks like these. So let me put these in, and again, I will bring you right back. And why watch me put LEDs in? All right, so we got the LEDs in place. They want you to do the potentiometer next. What it's looking like right there. Where's it at? Right there? Yeah, right there. Okay. Which we're going to put in just like that. Okay. Put this in place. Okay. Check that. That looks good. Okay. Let's see what we got. Next step is the Hall sensor. So it says pin, let's see, they want you to bend the pins towards a silk screen to go through the hole. Now I want to make sure I don't do this the wrong way. U1. All right, here's the Hall sensor. Let's see. They want you to bend it a little bit. Okay. There's a little bend. I guess that's what they want. I'm not sure. And they're showing that Hall sensors pin towards silk screen side and fix US1, so small area facing downwards. So I probably bent it the wrong way. Small area facing down. Yeah, I think I bent it the wrong way. Okay, let me bend it the other way. Alright, let's try that out. Is it U1? Yeah. Make sure I got the right thing. Okay, LEDs, that's on top, flat, and that's going to go triangle down. Okay. So it seems like it's going to be like this. Now, I'm not sure if this is right or not. This is where I feel like the issue is going to be with the Hall sensor. But we'll see. So it seems like that's what they want. They want it like that. Let's see if we can do that. Come on. Need like a helping hand or something just to get some solder here. Just to get one to hold it down. Okay. You solder that? Yeah. Okay. The other two. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, there's the Hall sensor installed. You can see that. I still feel like it's just, we'll find out. Okay. Getting there. Next step would be to attach the, what do we got here? Attach the wires to those and then screw in the four, oh, sorry, you're not there. Okay, so next step is to attach the wires from the top board to here and then put 4 posts in. So I'm going to put the 4 posts in first and we'll put that on top. And bring it right back. Okay, so I feel like we got that in there. We got the red, black, green. Now I guess it wants you to, now they want to make this, oh, I see. Okay, screw this part in. So would it be like that? I guess. Screw it in. No, it would have to go like that, I guess. Where's the, oh, no. Okay, I see it. It's got to go over, okay, so over the Hall sensor, over the Hall. Okay. So we're going to do it like this then, I guess. That's the way they want it done. But that interferes. You can't plug that in because the LED's in the way. So let's see what the fix for that is. Do I have the LEDs in the wrong spot? Did I put this in the wrong spot? Yeah, I did it upside down. That's why I made the mistake. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I think I put the LEDs on the wrong side. Hold on, let me see what I did here a second. Hold on, let me see if I can fix my mistake, because I thought I put the LEDs on the right side. Yeah, you were putting them like that. Yeah, I think I put them wrong. All right, let me see if I gotta redo this. Hold on one second. Okay, so actually I was kind of pretty lucky in a way. The LEDs were right. The only thing I did was I put these on the wrong side. I actually, I mounted this on this side instead of mounting underneath. I just made a mistake. Happens to the best of us. So now I'll continue on. I have all this part done. This is done. This is what it looks like with the electromagnetic. It's not actually hitting it, but it's like above it if you can see it in a way. Well, let's continue on with the next step, and that would be to, it says that the Hall sensor must be placed above metal axis of coil, not above copper wire of coil, otherwise cannot swing. Well, that looks like that's right. So the step after that would be mounting the tree at 10 first. So this looks like this would have to be down like that. Oh, I just dropped the screw. Down like that. And I guess that's the way the tree would go. All right, let's see if that'll work out. It says the tin first. This tree would be like this. So let's see. Let me see what I can do right here. Hold on one. Okay, let's see. We can try to. Let's add some rocks and some tin. Let's tin it up a little bit. Same thing with this. Looks like it would just go like that. The question's going to be is, I'll probably do it on an angle to make sure it's straight. All right. No. It says to tin it first, so let's give that a shot. Let's try to tin a little bit of it first. Should be plenty. Yeah, once I get one side to hold it in, I'll be fine. Just trying to make sure it'll stay straight, you know. If I gotta crank up my iron a little bit. No, I guess not. Actually, let's make sure we're straight first. Nope. That looks pretty straight now. Yep, looks straight to me. Nice and straight. Still straight. Actually, it looks like it leaned in just a little here, but not really. I might have put too much on this one. Now, the best part is always putting some flux on to help it out a little bit. It's straight. Just want to make sure that it's not gonna. It's like, oh, it just budged a hair. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, that looks good now. Okay. All right. Next step. It says to install a magnet with a screw and a nut. And here's the magnet. Here's the screw. Here's the board. Here's the nut. Sounds like my wife's cleaning up. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's supposed to be that. I don't understand that, but now it says white PCB. Oh, I see. You gotta put the little doggy guy in here. All right. But which way are we doing this? Showing the nut sticking up. Yeah, it doesn't have a up or down, so I'm just gonna do it like this. It looks like this little guy goes like that. That's kind of tough. All right, let's give it a shot. Actually, do the same thing. We'll turn these around again. Okay. Yeah, that's the only problem you have with that, is the magnet. One more. Just the magnet's just attracting it, so it's very hard. We'll just do 2 for now. Okay. Okay. All right. Now it seems like the last step is with the wire they give you. It says to place the wire of 8 cm, cut 2 pieces, install them. Bend the wire backwards, determine the points, and pass through the insulation wires. I don't know if they have to be soldered. Which you would think they would have to, right? Because they have, no, I think this is just a swing part. Okay. So this is the wire they gave me. So. Trying to straighten it out best I can. Bend it in half. Do something like this. Now let's see if they get soldered down there. Straighten and cut 2 pieces of metal wire, then install in PCB as shown. Yeah, they're going to have to be soldered. Okay, so let's do this. We get one here. Do that one first. And here's the other one. Get that thing through. Okay. Okay. All right, looks pretty good. Guess I should have straightened that out first. I knew that was going to happen. Trying to pull it up a little bit. All right, let me push it back in. resolder that. Okay. It's actually not holding well. Yeah, it's just coming right out. I don't like that. A little more flux on there. I know it doesn't make a connection, but it's got to hold up. Just my meter again. All right, see if that'll work. Even though it's loose in there. The other one became tight. For some reason, this one's loose. So let's cut that tip off. Bring it back down again. Get some flux in there. Let's see what's going on here. I just don't understand that. Okay. Let me see what's going on. Alright, so it seems like the best I could do was this. It's not the best, but it does kind of swing. See that? So, alright, let's see if we can hook it up and see if it'll do anything. It came with this USB to, you know, little plug. Got a little power bank. I'm grabbing a little power bank here. All right. Just a cheapy little nothing thing. Now, I don't know. There's a switch here. I'm not really sure. Guess I'll try to plug this in. All right. Right down here. And nothing. It doesn't. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Switch. There we go. Maybe it's off. There we go. Okay. We were off. So what does it do? It just... Oh, okay. Look at that. It freaking works. A little bit. I wonder what the adjustment's for. Is it for... Looks like the... You know what? Let me put it down. Make it a little bit easier. You can see a little better. I guess that's all it does. Just swings around. If you can see it. And it makes the light change, I guess, every time it goes by. That's what it seems like. I don't know what the little adjustment on the back does. Oh, that makes it bright and faster. Look at that. Okay. Let me do a... You know what? I think it's a win. So, all right. Thanks for watching. And, you know, if you're interested in building this kit, or you can see it's basically pretty simple to do. A little bit time consuming, but other than that, they give you a couple extra LEDs and everything else. So, all right. Well, hope everybody is safe and well. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.